We often assume that setting ambitious goals is the only path to results. In reality, the scale of our planning is often why we fail. Mapping out a high-intensity routine creates immediate psychological friction. When the task feels like a mountain, your brain looks to avoid the first step. Over the next few minutes, we are going to build your 2-minute habit implementation plan to bypass that resistance. You will need a pen, a piece of paper, and one specific goal that you have struggled to start. By focusing on the absolute minimum amount of time required to act, you ensure a daily win and remove the friction of starting. On your paper, write down your chosen goal and the time you usually expect to spend on it. If you are trying to form a new habit, any time block larger than a few minutes acts as a barrier. The longer the task, the more energy it takes to convince yourself to begin. This chart maps the relationship between time and mental resistance. Once a task requires over 120 seconds of initial effort, starting friction outweighs motivation. Check your goal. If it exceeds this mark, failure is statistically likely. You need to let go of your original time expectation for this task. Your past struggles were not caused by a lack of willpower, but by a structural flaw in the scale of the habit itself. Physically cross out the original, overwhelming version of your goal on your paper. Use the 2-minute shrink to reduce that goal into its most atomic, verifiable unit. Instead of a 1-hour study session, your new habit is reading 1 page. Instead of a daily gym routine, you are doing exactly 2 push-ups. This new action must be physically completed before a stopwatch reaches 120 seconds. Be honest with the scale. Do not try to disguise a 10-minute task as 2 minutes. Write down your finalized 2-minute micro-habit on your paper now. Removing the time commitment lets you focus on the only part of the habit that matters, the decision to start. Committing to only 2 push-ups might feel trivial, even ridiculous, but this addresses initiation friction. Scientifically, your brain uses the most energy simply transitioning into a new task. A 2-minute limit acts as a cognitive Trojan horse, allowing you to bypass that mental resistance by making the entry point too small to refuse. Once you have actually started, the natural physics of momentum will take over, making it much easier for you to continue. This rule prioritizes the neurological establishment of a habit loop over the immediate physical output. Consistency is driven by momentum, not by the intensity of your first attempt. Next to your micro-habit, write the rule, action is greater than perfection. Your plan needs no special clothing, no location changes, and no preparation. It must be something you can do right now. Your abstract goal is now a concrete, executable daily system. The moment this video ends, I want you to perform your 2-minute habit immediately. Comment below with your specific 2-minute habit to signal your shift from planning into action.